some stair chairs, some spare tires.
Do you use those, Amanda? Those stair, we don't use that stuff
I
anymore.
don't think
can
we do, I think that was deemed surplus.
Alright, so,
We were trying to we thought people would want it.
Well, I don't
Nobody
know.
wants it.
I don't know if it was ever advertised, was it?
Yeah, I don't think it ever was.
I don't
So
think
I
so.
would kinda like to get access just to kinda inventory to see if it is marketable.
Cause
what
I'd
kind
send
of
out a
shape it's
message
still
to,
in.
Tim Marshall and Kenny
Yeah,
and have them send out, probably a tri-county thing and see if there's anybody just in need of it.
and anybody's
who just
looking
wants
for it to see if we could
think
network
somebody
to
would
see if there's
want
anybody else that could use it.
Yeah.
And
I
kinda go
don't
from
think
there.
it's not worth anything.
What was that?
It's not really worth
No.
anything.
Well, the stretchers maybe. The older stair chairs may not. But their striker stretchers do retain some value. So there may be something in that aspect, but everything else I just, not knowing 100% what's there. Yeah.
so
If not, we
does
can-
she need access keys?
Yeah, we can get you a key to,
Take a look.
we need a resolution to close the 5-Star Bank account of Justice David Dom.
I thought we did that.
We didn't do it, it wasn't in the minutes, which Karen needs to close the account, and we have to specify that the proceeds are to be paid to the town of Cohocton
I make a
and into the
motion that
general
we
fund.
close the Justice David Dom 5-Star Bank account and designate the funds payable to the town of Cohocton.
I'll second that.
Dave's got a question.
I have a question. If the money is in the town justice's account, does it belong to the town of Cohocton?
No,
It doesn't belong, it's for, well, we don't know what his is for,
We did do it.
unfortunately.
It's in our reorg meeting, motion by Dusenberry, second by Gilman, the resolution to instruct 5-Star Bank to close Justice Dom account and deposit the money in the general fund A.
Well, then why didn't Karen?
And we had discussion at that time regarding that, I didn't know whose money it was, and they're gonna come looking for it, and then we
No,
gotta
they're-
remember.
Well, they, Christie's trying to determine, going through, she's caught up and going through the old stuff. Ron gave me this whole little packet, and we're assuming that's what his is, that they're old fines and forfeitures that people could have reclaimed, and they've never shown up to do it. Like Ron's was $117, I think, and the largest money that somebody would have collected was $17. Most of them are 2, 3, 4 years old.
But they know whose they are, right?
Yeah, well, that Christie is
So
gonna
then
have to
they
do
should go
that.
to New York State Unclaimed Fund, the Office
No,
of
they
the
go,
Comptrollers.
they stay with the municipality, and if they ever come to collect them, I would have the paperwork, and we would give them a check out of municipal funds. That's what we have from Ron's, that's how that was handled, that's how,
Does that money need to be segregated somehow, or it just goes into the general
no,
fund?
just a thing so that we know if anybody, who the money's going to, but I don't know that we're gonna, pardon?
So you know to whom and
Well, we
how
don't
much
know
is
right
owed.
now with his. Ron had a detailed amount, and Christie, the clerk, is working on trying to figure out through old information, to break all that down. There's was it like $188 in there, I think?
And George Gomez.
Yeah, something like that. So we did pass that at the?
I did.
Okay, well then we have the minutes, okay, I'll send her those minutes.
So I can withdraw my motion.
Yeah, I guess so, we don't need those, sorry. 'Cause she got those. MRB for the, 8 million things that have to be done for the grant. One of them is we have to publish, this legal notice that is an intent to file an application with USDA Rural Development for the Town of Cohocton Public Water System Evaluation, and this has to be published in the paper. But besides that, we also have to, I'll declare that we don't have a conflict of interest with this, getting the grant. That I don't know what kind of conflict anybody could have to do a new loop, but if everyone will just basically declare they don't have a conflict of interest.
I don't know where the loop is, so.
Well, that, I mean, I don't know what conflict,
Well,
guess
I don't live on the loop yet, so.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say we don't, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that's just one of the requirements of the grant, so that I have to have it in here. I don't have a conflict,
I don't at this time.
I mean, nobody. Okay, that's all we had, I had to do with that.
Did they come down as to when this grant has to be in? Isn't it
No.
March? No?
No,
Okay, good.
no, that's for the village has a grant that needs to be in by March. No, ours does not have to be in, but there's about, unbelievable.
So do you need a
Thanks.
resolution to publish the ad?
Oh, yeah, I guess we can do a resolution. This'll have to go in the Hornell Tribune.
I'll second it.
Okay. Discussion?
All right, I make a resolution, we publish the, grant information so that we can apply.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, police reform, Mark, you're up.
So, probably a year ago, Governor Cuomo came out with every police agency in New York State, 500 and plus, have to come up with a new police reform. We've had numerous meetings on it throughout Steuben County. There were surveys put out, I think Cheryl took the survey. So eventually, we came up with a plan. We went above and beyond what Governor Cuomo was asking for. The sheriff's office is way more extended than what ours is. So I presented to the town board members the plan that I think will fit us. If the town board accepts it, we gotta put it on the town website for a week, and then we can send it to the governor's office. There's things in it that's gonna be time consuming. I know it looks like a lot, but a lot of the stuff is, I put on there that's gonna take us 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 years to accomplish. But he's okay with that as long as we have a plan. One of them was, believe the state is going to go to body cameras. The state police start their program in end of April, first part of May. I put in ours, I think that's gonna be like a long, maybe a medium term, I don't remember now, because we'd have to get funding for all the cameras. So that would be 3 to 4 years out for us. But Corning Incorporated stepped in and stated they want to buy every agency body cameras. So I personally went on board with it, said, yeah, we would, if you're gonna purchase them and we're gonna need them eventually, we'll let them pay for it. The other thing is transparency. The new monthly report I gave the board is gonna be eventually what's gonna have to be posted online for the general public to see, citizens or whoever wants to look at it. So the report you guys got is everything that we've done an incident on, that we got called to, or who we wrote a ticket to and where it was. The names aren't there to protect, victims and suspects, but it's all there. The other thing is, training. Everybody's training is gonna have to be online. With different training with the racial and, bias awareness and all of that, they're gonna have to get to that. I think I put that down as a short term for us because I've been looking online. I've already taken it where they can go online and take it, which was gonna be my next question to the town board is, I get emails for training. I might get an email tomorrow for different training that'll happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but I don't come to the board because the training's gonna be over with before the next town board meeting. So how can we set something up if I wanna send somebody to a training, whether it's virtual, online, if it's in my budget, do I gotta get permission from the board, or can I just send them?
We usually approve them ahead of time, but I'd say because of that,
You know, because like
It's in
I'll
your
probably get an
budget.
email next week of different training that's gonna happen in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But the training's gonna be before the next town board meeting. There was 2 that was last week for, the bias awareness.
what kind of cost are we talking, Mark?
They were $97 each.
Ooh. 'Cause if you got it in your budget,
I don't know if I can do like a group rate where have all 4 of them here at once and just put one laptop up. I don't know. It's something I gotta check into.
These are
But the
things
police
they would
reform
get
is,
credit.
like, I would like, I know it's short notice, and, I don't know if you've all been able to read it all, but I would like to get this approved so we can keep moving forward.
I still have to read
Like I said, a lot of it is 1, 2, 3 years out. Some of it we've already changed. There's probably 3 or 4 maybe in there that we've already changed and we've already completed. So eventually, we're gonna have to either start a Cohocton PD website and put everything online, or just put it on the town website.
well, you have a page that says something, emergency, the police and ambulance and all that it could go up on there.
Okay. Whoever's in charge of it, I'll just have to give them what we have and,
In a PDF format,
what's that?
in a PDF format.
Yes.
It can go right up.
I think the body camera is good. Governor Cuomo he's kind of big on a lot of less lethal stuff. And the body cameras just keep everybody honest.
Well, you've already got cameras in the cars, right?
We do, one works really good, one works half the time, but that's not mandatory yet. I advise the guys to turn them on so they see, what happens before the stop. That's something else I would like to look into is new in-car cameras that, as soon as you activate your lights, the camera goes on and your body camera goes on at the same time.
So, when do you have to let Corning Glass know?
We will have another meeting, I believe it's next week, to give a grand total. Right now, they want to buy everybody the cameras and pay 2-year storage through, cyberspace storage, software. I don't think we're gonna need that type of storage. I'll take their 2 years since they're gonna pay for it, but then after that, instead of paying, I think it was $2,500 a year, just buy an external 1 terabyte hard drive or something to store it on.
What's the requirement for retention on that? Did they tell you?
New York State
forever?
says we have to keep it 180 days.
Okay.
The policy I've been working on through other agencies is we would keep it for 1 year, and then get rid of it. The online or the cloud storage, they eliminate traffic stops every 90 days and different calls, 180 days and something else. They have a set time frame for theirs, the way they erase it automatically.
Suppose you have a recording that's done in a, I don't know, a felony DWI case, and the case is pending, and then it goes to a trial, and then it goes to an appeal, and that takes a long time.
Any type of a felony arrest or something, you have to keep.
I'm
You're
sorry?
any type of arrest, you have to keep. You have to, even if any arrest that we would make with that recording, video recording would have to be put on a CD and sent to the DA's office and sent to the public defender or attorney representing that person.
Yeah.
So that would already be burned on a CD. So that way we would only have to keep that 365 days that year, because that recording has already been saved and sent on.
Like, is there software that then we have to go on or something like that?
What's that?
Or won't we need software that will do all that kind of?
No, our computers, like that big case I had last month, we took a bunch of videos and pictures with that. We burn it right on our computer down there, and just sent the CD on to the DA's office and a copy to that person's attorney.
Mark, on here you got expand educational incentives. Why would you guys need incentives, stipends?
I think that was just something, to keep, like say, right now, a lot of people don't have, any type of college education in law enforcement. It just give them an incentive to go on and maybe get associates in criminal justice or something. It's just something so they keep learning. The governor also wants us to be more, I'd say, diverse. So they want to, the governor's office wants to give training classes for individuals to go to different classes to learn how to take a civil service test. Instead of
I see
taking
that.
it on their own, the governor wants you to like offer that class so they can pass the civil service.
But
Which
it-
I think is ridiculous myself, you know.
But you're not civil service.
But most people that go on to be full-time are gonna be civil service.
Right, but the town of Cohocton is not civil service.
Right,
Or
but
they're-
that's what I said, this is above and beyond what,
So if this is a medium, why wouldn't that be a long term? 'Cause you guys go and get your civil service and then you'll go to full-time someplace.
well, they're gonna go anyways, you know, like, we just had one, he was here
Yeah.
2 months, which is for another discussion with me with that, but.
I've spent a lot of time at meetings with the county and the whole task force that they met quite a bit and involved a lot of the county.
So you just need a motion from us to move forward with this plan? I'll make the motion, move forward with